It depends, and this is our mid-December month market edition. So lots of things are still persistent as they were in November and October, dating back to August. What looked to be like things were starting to slow down a little bit, tailing into the end of July, things start picking up again. And predominantly, it's been a lot of things for sellers and buyers where there's been a lack of demand for products. So, trying to find something, now people can sell because the market has responded quite well this year. But at the same time, lots of people are still, holding off until they can find product that they like. And so, we're also starting to see a little bit of influence, potentially from, the threat of interest rates, on the rise, in the coming year here, early in the spring, they're thinking there. So, but I think predominantly it's, supply levels have struggled to keep pace. And so it's causing, tighter conditions in our marketplace. We've got quite a few numbers of sales that are still happening here, multiple offers in most instances. And it's just nothing, like our neighbors in BC and Ontario, but things are starting to heat up quite a bit. We're also starting to see a lot of out of province investors coming in. Also supply chain is probably going to make things a lot more difficult. We're under the impression that it's going to be, lumber is basically back on the rise again. Material shortages. So these are all things that I think are causing the benchmark prices to trend up and, an increase compared with, over last month for sure. And probably, again, close to 10% over last year, and we'll probably see, they're going to say that number is going to be, less in January, February, but you got to keep in mind that, the market started really bumping at that time, early last year in 2021. So, if we're looking at, detached conditions, there's now less than 1.2 months of supply, and this is down from, 2 months ago at where it was just cresting over 2 months of supply there for single family or for detached, sorry, and half of those sales are, still in that 400 to 600 range. But again, similar to last month, most of the sales are, big chunk of that is over the $600,000 range. And that's no surprise because we've seen a lot of, move up buyers that are now able to sell and are looking to get into something with more space. Semi-detached, again, the months of supply, it's probably below 2 months of 2 months right now. So similar trending pace to what single family detached is doing. So there's no supply, no surprise that market is doing well. And, the hot spots in that between 300,000 to 400,000, but we're also still seeing a lot of product in the city center, around the $700,000 range. That's moving quite a bit. Probably one of the hardest ones and the largest rebound has been row houses. So we're seeing that change there, performing quite well. I think, because of the affordability aspect and a lot of people coming, out of apartments. So that's responded quite well, but they haven't experienced the same gains as detached or semi-detached, but still producing fairly well. Apartment condos, we're seeing, really decent sales, coming or towards the end of 2021 here. It looked like things were tapering off in June. Sort of the activity has sort of started to pick up again. Those are the people that are probably, concerned about interest rate hikes. Which is helping everything, kickstart our, the move up buyers into the next segment of the market. So that's kind of what's happening in Calgary. Talking about Airdrie and Cochrane, it's no surprise. They've been some of the hottest markets in Calgary and the regional areas there. Still moving along there. They've got, still a big seller's market, lots of multiple offer situations there, limited supply. So that's Airdrie and Cochrane, and Okotoks, not moving as fast, but still really strong. And so, there's, the pace of sales is definitely outperforming that of new listings there. So it's a tight market. So that's kind of your market update there. If you got any questions, just love to answer those for you. But keep in mind that we're great at finding off-market properties. So if you are looking for something and you can't find it on the MLS, please reach out to us. Give us a call, 403-809-3523. And remember, we're not just Calgary agents. We are born and raised. Enjoy the rest of the week. Cheers.